This is a photo of the Maida Escarpment, also known as Hacksaw Ridge. That is Desmond Doss on top of the ridge. The photo is believed to have been taken 75 years ago this week, May 4th, 1945. The story is legendary. Doss didn't carry a weapon and risked his life time and time again to save his fellow soldiers.
But there was a lot more to the story than that. You know, my father had been already on Guam and Leyte long before he ever came to Okinawa. And he had already received a Bronze Star with oak leaf clusters. I mean, this was just another day in the office for him.
We spoke to Desmond Doss Jr. about his father. He told us last year, on May 4th, he spent the night on top of the Maida Escarpment.
And that was an incredible privilege to go back and get to stand on that very ground where my father had been 74 years prior. And it was the most emotional thing that you can conceivably imagine.
When he went to Okinawa, few people knew he was going. He's only told the story a few times. He said it's impossible to describe the feelings he felt standing on top of the Maida Escarpment.
I stood on the spot where my father was, you know, ground soaked in blood, some of it my own father's blood. No, you can't describe that.
Mr. Doss says he's so happy people know this story because of the books and the movie and the exhibit we showed you back in February at the Medal of Honor Heritage Center in downtown Chattanooga. And he's honored to continue to share his father's story. A humble man, carried by his faith, who risked his life to save others over and over and over again.
I often get asked that question, Josh, you know, what made your father do what he did? And the answer is pretty simple. It's just who he was.
Desmond Doss lived much of his life in Rising Fawn, Georgia. Desmond Doss Jr. spent part of his childhood there as well.